Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. This is Jyoti and today I'm here with our baking series. So I am a self-taught baker. That means that I learned baking the hard way after lots of disasters, lots of mistakes. So while looking back, I think I would have saved many of those disasters if I would have got some initial advice on baking. When we talk about baking, what is baking? Baking is a science, whereas cooking is an art. You can, put some random ingredients in a pot and you can still come up with a very delicious dish. But whereas when it comes to baking, there are some pre-required things that you have to put in a recipe to get a great results. So today, before we start, we are here to learn about what are the things that you will require for baking. So if you are baking, that means you have an oven with you. So the first and foremost thing for you to know about your oven: what is the size of the oven, what are the different features of your oven, how does it work, what are the different temperatures that you can set. Since each oven is different, you should know that how your oven functions. If you are setting some particular temperature, does your dish getting the same heat? So it is very important that you have an oven thermometer, you know the exact size of your oven, so that you can buy other products based on your oven size. So when you are starting to bake, the first thing that you will require will be measuring cups and measuring spoons. Measuring cups are to measure your dry ingredients, measuring spoons are for putting baking soda, baking powders, because most of the recipes are based on measuring cups. So you have to measure your ingredients before you use, because as we talked about earlier, your baking is a science, so you need to measure your ingredients. Then you need a cup to measure your wet ingredients in ml, so that will give the exact amount what your recipe is calling for. I personally prefer measuring my ingredients on kitchen weighing scale because it is much more accurate. It gives you exact amount which is written in the recipe, and so it is very helpful, and it gives the better result than the cup, because I don't want to use different cup sizes to measure. I prefer a kitchen weighing system because it is much more accurate and it gives you the exact amount that you require, and there is no confusion with the measuring in this. So yes, if you are baking, measuring tools are something which is very important for you. Next is your kitchen sieve. When you are handling your dry ingredients, it is very important to remove the lumps and to incorporate some air in the flour, so that it gives a better result for you. So it is one of the must have for your baking thing. I personally prefer a steel one because it stays there on the mixing bowl when I am putting flour on the mixing bowl. So yes, you should have one of a good quality sieve with you when you're starting your baking. Next thing we have is a balloon whisk. It is again important to mix your batter, cake mix, to whip the cream for the cake. So it is one of the easily available tool that you should have with you when you are baking. The next thing is electric hand mixer. It makes your life easy. It makes your things fast. You don't have to do again and again whisking with the balloon whisker. It is very essential, very important, and it makes your life easy and makes your baking fun, because you do not spend too much of time whisking things. It is a easily available tool, and you should have it. The next is your spatulas and pastry brushes. Spatulas are used to scrape all the batter that is sticking on your mixing bowls, and to do cut and fold your batter. Pastry brushes are to brush egg wash, brush the butter, grease your tin. So for all these things you will need a pastry brush. Next in list we have mixing bowls. So you should have mixing bowls, some small, big, depending on the quantity that you are taking to mix. I have glass mixing bowls. I also invested in some different sizes of steel mixing bowls, and these are very handy. So yes, you will need mixing bowls if you are starting baking, but yes, you can start with 2-3 mixing bowls, and then in future if you need more you can increase. So now we have a collection of pans and tins that we will require. So I have some square tins. This is 8-inch square tin. It is mainly used for baking square cakes or brownies. You will require, at least you should pick at least one in the beginning, then in future if you want you can buy more. The next we have is the round pans. I'm showing here two 8-inch round pans. You have round pans in 8, 6, 7. So I particularly bought this too because I make layer cakes, so for that it is very much convenient for me. So yes, based on your oven size and based on your requirement, you can invest on these round pans. And let me warn you, if you are baking continuously, you will actually have a collection of these pans. So do not worry. Just start from the basic and then we will go forward from there. So next we have loaf pans. This I use mainly for baking breads. I make lots of breads, multigrain breads, whole wheat breads and all those things. For that it is important and it is useful. You can also bake pound cakes in them. They're very handy, easy to use and easily available as well. Next we have are some spring form pans. These forms are loose base pans and it has a latch in the side, so it is very much useful for cheesecakes because it makes taking out the cake very easy. Your cake doesn't break when you are taking it out, so these are very handy if you are making cheesecake. But in the beginning, if you are someone who is starting from the very basic, I would not suggest taking it, but you can add it to in your collection later on. Next in line we have some bundt pans. So these are some fancy looking pans. So if you want to give that different shape to your cake, that normal boring cake, if you want to give that punch to it, give that look to it, this is something that you can buy. It is easily available on Amazon. I will share the link in the description box below for this one. Next we have some muffin pans. This I got from Home Center. It is non-stick pan. It again comes in 6 and 12 tray, muffin pan tray. This again you have to buy based on your oven, and for muffin pans it is actually advisable to use the muffin liners. It makes the taking out the cake easier. Again, you should choose these liners based on your muffin pan size, which it should fit properly in the muffin pan. Next we have some parchment paper. I got this from Amazon. I will share the link again in the description box below. So parchment paper is something which is very important because it avoids the cake or cookies from sticking on the base, and it helps to take it out easily. Next we have are some bread knives. Since I make lots of breads, I have in two sizes, one a smaller one, a medium one, and one bigger one, because it makes cutting the bread easy. You cannot cut bread with your normal knife because it leaves lots of crumbs. So if you are someone who wants to make lots of breads, I would suggest you definitely have this one with you. Next is the grater. It is important for zesting your lemons, oranges, grating cheese. Next we have is peeler. It is again important to peel stuff, which is very easily available in our kitchen. I have some cookie cutters, and there's also turntable for cake. So this is important for decorating your cake. Cookie cutters is again if you want to give your cookie a different shape. These cookie cutters comes in different shapes. I have stars, heart shape with me. Yeah, so that's it for today. If you really like this video, if you want us to make, if you want some specific information about baking, please do let us know in the comment box below, and please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.